Hi guys, so today for my Speak Your Mind 3 video, I'm going to go ahead and be talking about sports at SBCC and how practices have been running, give you guys kind of a rundown of how everything's been going as far as COVID and practices and what the future for sports looks like. So right now we are able to practice. Of course, there's a bunch of different rules that we have to follow. First thing first is that we have to get COVID tested quite often in order to make sure that we're not putting anyone at risk. So we have to upload our COVID results every couple of weeks to make sure that everything's okay. When we first enter onto the field, the football field, we have to make sure that we are 6 feet apart from our team. So we have to stand in line and make sure that we're not close to anyone in order to get onto the field. When we walk in, first things first, they check our temperature and they make sure that we're in a certain range. We have between like 96 degrees and 99 degrees that we have to be in between to make sure that we're able to go practice outside. So first things first, we do that. Then they ask us as we're entering a lot of different questions about our exposure to COVID and if we have been, to make sure that we're not putting anyone at risk. Then we hand sanitize ourselves and start hand sanitizing all of the equipment that we have. Once we get out to the field to do our warm-up, like I said before, everyone has to be 6 feet apart. So we normally go in rows on the field. We stagger and we make sure that everyone's 6 feet apart in order to maintain safety. So once we're done with our agilities and our warm-ups on the field, we go ahead and move to an outdoor court on the track, which is just made up of tape and a net. But we are able to practice. We get to use balls and we get to pepper with our partners and start warming up, but we have to sanitize every so often to make sure that we're not doing anything that could cause risk of COVID to be spread. When we go to do weightlifting, again, we have to hand sanitize and wipe down all of the equipment in our first couple of minutes before we start, during it, and afterward. And then once we're done with practice and everything, of course our masks are on as well, I forgot to mention that. But as soon as practice is over, we go ahead and sanitize everything once again, put everything away, and then as we're leaving, we are supposed to also maintain 6 feet apart. As of right now, we do not know exactly if we're gonna have a season or not. We are hoping to have one in January, and of course there'll be a bunch of restrictions and different rules to follow for the time being, but we won't know until about the end of November, maybe the beginning of December, if we will have that. So yeah, just a little update on what I've been doing in COVID for practices, and yeah.